Chaos 963. Chaos 963. Doing it to your 3D. So groovy that I dig me. Hope you digging you. Yes, yes, yes. Chaos 963. Doing it to you in nothing but 3D. So groovy that I dig me. 500,000 kilowatts of pure defunct power. Uncut, unadulterated funk. Can you dig it, baby? Listen, man. We're going to keep doing it till you can't do it no more. That's how we're going to work it out, right? Plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. Got my information scrolling across the bottom. Get with it. And make it do what it do, man. Because we here for you. We are here for you. So then, having said that, on to it. The couple little technical jokes here. Come out of there. Oh, okay. Teach me then, you know. Teach me. Having a great day. Hope you having one too. Got a little, like I say, a message for you. And we're going to serve it up right about now. Got my information scroll across the bottom. Get a chance to get with it. And get in where you fit in. Act appropriately. If it's something that, yeah, the website, the webpage, the Instagram, and all the rest of it. Facebook, Twitter. And all. Oh. Listen, man, we down here to have fun. You know, that's what this is about, man. This is not, it's not that serious. And so you need to understand that. It is not that serious. So let's just go on and have a good time. Chaos 963. Come to you live from the studio. And, whew, man, if I was feeling any better, I'd have to be twins. I mean, this thing is in, you know what I'm saying? Good day, everything's just doing what it's supposed to do. But even when it ain't a good day, I generate the best, you know? Because I got the best. I'm about the best. And I know that you's about the best too. Got a heck of a little something I need to share with you. Man, I'm just lit, man. I was listening to KRS-One, man, today, and that man, he was bringing it, baby. You talking about hitting and sticking like Popeye's chicken? He was KRS-One. Get a chance, check him out. He got some heck of stuff online for a cat, right? So, man, I'm here to tell you today that I don't care what you've been told, what you believe, or nothing from the past. You that guy, you that girl. You that guy, you that girl. Believe that, walk in that, move in that. And everything you need in that is in there for you. Believe that. It is in there for you. And so ain't nothing outside of you, ain't nothing too hard, none of that. Whew. I don't know what to say sometimes. You know, I can get it. Well, I remember when I was reading some of that word Paul said, man, whether I was there or up there, I don't know for sure. And he said, but he couldn't even describe it. Sometimes I'm telling you, I can't even describe this stuff, man, because we talking about the infinite coming down and touching and dealing with the finite. And how do you explain that, man? How you explain an ocean? Explain to me an ocean. Come on, man. Some of us can't even understand to the end of the block. We're talking about the infinite we're finite, man. Particularly this body and stuff, you know, all that, man, that's finna, one day, poof, gone. Gone, man. This is not who you are. You know, just to give you a little something what dude was sharing, he said, now imagine that, you know, he was using some very, he said rock star. He said, say rock star, and they said it. And after they said rock star, he asked him, he said, now, when you say that, he was asked, well, who was saying it, and which part of you was hearing it, because he didn't have him say it out loud, you know. And that was deep enough within itself. But then he went on to explain, he says, so with that understanding, imagine that where that voice is when you speak to yourself, like you say a word, not out loud, just a word in your mind. He said, where that voice is, that's eternity. Now, I'm paraphrasing a little, and I hate to just beat up his little old things. He was so eloquent with it, man. I was really thankful, man, to be in on some of that. But he said that is where the real you is, and that's eternity. He was talking about, he said, when you deal with your memory, he said, look in your memory and think back on a certain time. You get to thinking back, you know, I remember such and such, this, that, and the other thing. And then you got a picture, you know, summer of 2005, you was barbecued or whatever it might be, right? And so Cap be thinking about that, and he went on to say, he says, now, when you think about that, it's coming from somewhere. You know, they talk about where's memory and all that old stuff. And, you know, for the most part, folk with some serious, you know, acoustics, you know, super metaphysical and all that old stuff. And, you know, people dealing with some serious stuff out there. It really ain't that serious, just our stuff. But, you know, they say the memories in the heart and the mind and all is here. And then he asked the question, he says, so what happens to that when this vessel passes on? He said, memory is all you have. I heard this other cat too talking about that, and he was really good with it too. I'm gonna get his name and stuff and share that with you as well. I really appreciate this brother. He sells a product too, some gold, something or other, and I'm gonna get with him, bring it up. I'd like to bring a lot of that stuff up, you know, but to be honest with you, a lot of stuff, man, I'd be spread thin as a man, a sheet of ice on a man thin. So, you know, I'm looking to get some folk on the team here, man. I've been trying to join the team. Because ain't no man I've been trying to join the team. But he talks about that too. But into that, get the understanding that there's more to us than this, for sure. We know that has to be. And with that understanding, you realize that that other reality, wherever it is, whenever it is more relevant than this reality. And like I said, he went into that, and it was rich, man. I really appreciated that. It was rich. So that's kind of a little bit of something what we're gonna be into on today and talking about, because we are. And you know, I shared on this before about we are here for this reason, and this reason is not always what folk think it is. You know, we are here to practice this God concept, man, to get that down. And I share, you know, when some people share some things and they be speaking about it, you be like, oh man, you know, you made it crystal clear, I get it. And sometimes it just takes that little something for a cat to really lock in. Maybe I can get some lock-in information for a cat on today, you know? So that's what I'm talking about on today. I'm talking about this, for lack of a better word, this God consciousness. But I take it a little further and I say that this is a God practice. We're practicing being God. But we are that. So, and I say practicing, we're working our memory, remembering where we were or where we came from, and putting that into action. You just got to get this in the spirit, because it's like, woohoo, for sure. But to share a little bit of an understanding with you on that is when you look at some of the scriptures, again, you know, I was cut off that Bible thing and whatnot. When you look at the scriptures all through them, they are dealing with the reality that when the Christo energy that they speak of, they say, well, you know, that's the Savior, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not even here to debate on, you know, I'm not, but what I'm talking about here today is, I'm sure that what he was showing and what he was demonstrating was for us to grasp and understand and practice, if you will, being divine. Trying to make it a little more powerful for you. Sometimes you say being God, folks just choke up, lock up. The engine just seizes. You know, they can't work with that. I don't know why. You know, no humans finna go and live for eternity. You know, they talk about the so-so in the Bible, Methuselah, 800 years and all that. One thing we know, that ain't no human finna live forever. So if your whole concept and understanding of it all is eternity, live forever, then you realize something's gonna have to manifest. Something's gonna have to turn into, what's the word I'm looking for? Something's gonna have to change. Because you're not finna take that flesh right there into eternity. And so into that, there's things you're going to need to learn and understand about that. Because when you make that transition, what you have here ain't going. Nothing short of your soul, which I'm embracing here of late, the memory. And that has to be right. And so to digress back to the point I'm making, when the Christos energy is spoken of in that King James 16:11, he was demonstrating the divine personality. You know, people, well, he came and saved us from the sins of the world and blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, yeah, work with that, you know, but work with this other page too here. When he's walking on water, that didn't have nothing to do with your salvation. When he was feeding the thousands, that didn't have nothing to do with your salvation. When he raised Lazarus from the dead, that had nothing to do with your salvation. He was demonstrating being God-like. He said, these things I do, you'll do, and greater things. He was demonstrating being God here. And he wanted to get that. He said, well, check this out, watch. And poof, he went and he healed the sick. He raised the dead. He did all that stuff, demonstrating that the power you have within you is greater than you really tapping into. You got to tap into that show enough right now. You got to learn and know and understand. And that's what our ancestors doing. That's what they was doing. When you read and study the alchemy, man, these cats, they was turning metals into gold. And people say, well, no, see, I understand that. Okay, well, you understand what you want to understand. Believe what you want to believe. I'm embracing the belief that they literally have the power to turn metals into gold. And that's no big thing. I look at some of the stuff where people limit themselves with. They like, wow, that's a God attribute for real, and woo-to-woo, and healing and all that. And after you say that it's a God attribute, then let grandma or baby get sick. Now you want to go pray. Pray for what? Pray for the healer. So either you believe that you could alter the situation, or you don't believe you can alter the situation. Irregardless of how you do it, okay, well, I'm going to tap into this force outside of me to do that. Personally, I tap into the force inside of me to do that. Because that's what I do. So with that understanding, I realized that this here, what we're dealing with here and now, this is God practice. I'm practicing being God. He said, look, hey, let me show you the scripture. I'm going to show you the scripture, right? Again, y'all know I was kind of raised, cut on that Bible thing, Christianity, and so on and so forth. But check this out. Check this out. Simple verse, and then I'm just get on what to get on. Okay, second COR 2. So it says, now I'm gonna flip you over here, right? Check this out here. And I had stopped going to the scriptures and flashback because for me it don't quite work because folks get kind of caught up in that. But now check this here out. Check this here out. All right, it says here, to whom ye forgive anything, I forgave also. If I forgave anything to whom I forgave it for your sakes, forgave I it in the person of Christ. Now this is Paul. Paul said, whom you forgive, I forgive. And if I forgive, I'm that guy. Me being that guy, I forgive them in the person of Christ. That's kind of rich, right? That's kind of rich. Because that being the case, he said, I'm the God. I'm that God figure y'all talking about. He's the son of God, God. Okay, well, that's how y'all embrace that joint. So that's how it is. Now watch that. If he said, I forgive him in the person of Christ, I'm in that person. I'm in that place. That's me now. Not him, but me. And he said that right here on planet Earth while he was in flesh, etc., etc. Because he knew and understood, man. You need to know and understand who you are. For real. With that knowledge, man, it kind of changes everything. It makes it so that you realize and understand now that you are not the representative of him. You are him. He puts you on like a glove, if that's what you, but it's even deeper than that. However you can work it, whatever's palatable for you, do that. But know this, you got that power, man. You got that power. I see the enemy using the power, and I'm like, man, he's using the power. And when I say the enemy, I mean folk that will in no way be able to move into the hereafter, like we going. Whew, I didn't want to open that box, but oh well. So it's important for us to say, hey, I need to get a hold of this right here and now. I need to get an understanding of this right here and now. Not only an understanding, but a working knowledge, and I need to commit it to memory. And so I can take that right on in with me. Not only take it in with me, but there's a couple few things, 2 or 3 that I'd like to do right here and right now. Right here, right now. That's a little real, but I'm going to get real. You know what I'm saying? Listen, my mama got sick, had a stroke. Man, I was taking preachers up there. I was taking, boy, because I knew that I had the power to change her situation. And I know that sounds weird. Well, if you had the power, why didn't you? Some of that I can't articulate. I don't know. But I knew that I had the power. It's like, I know right now I can ride a bike. I can ride a bike from here to California. Am I riding a bike from here to California? No. And you say, well, that's not, well, yeah, it is. It is. And I'm trying to make you understand that's what you have. You got the power, man. I got the power. We got the power. And we're going to work this power out, man. We're going to work it out. And I'm going to continue to get these books. It's like every book I get gets me a little bit closer. I look up and I'm at the last page. I'm like, oh, man, I needed about 300 more pages and I'd have been in there. So I get the next book. And it's the universe takes me just right along, step by step, one to the next, to the next, to the next. And it was interesting because the stuff I was studying on Monday, Monday was about this African brother that has cut into some scientific research that has allowed him to be able to articulate and explain God consciousness in science. That's the best way I can put it. And when I found that, I went to studying it. I caught a couple of videos and finna order a book and whatnot. And I immediately told the Spirit, man, I want some more of that. ASAP, I want some more of that. And so I got up that next morning and came down to do my little meditations and studying and whatnot. And turned on YouTube, and there's KRS-One. KRS-One got a video with him and this bird doing and talking about the exact thing that I was looking for. Universe is a cold piece, man. The universe they're gonna hook you up. So I listened to it, and then from there, obviously, I went to some different lectures he was giving. And I done always dug KRS-One because he don't go for that BS, man. KRS-One is on code for real. You know, he's on code. All of us need to be on code when it comes to that B1, because there's that thing that we're dealing with also as we're dealing with these other things. And so it's a lot of moving parts, man. And it's a lot of moving parts. That's all there is to it. So, trying to keep my numbers right here, make sure everything's on. So, I get up, man, and there he is, man. I probably listened to 2 hours worth of lectures from him, and finna he got a bunch of books out. KRS-One is hard in the paint, man. So, you know, I'm trying to get up on that, but I still got to get the doctor's book. Man, I got a little stack of books that I done ordered, and some I'm trying to read. I got a couple, 2 or 3 here I need to finish up, and man, ain't nothing like some knowledge, and it's there. So anyway, I get up, man, because I, told the universe I wanted to get a little more on that, and sure enough, they brought it, boy, and here's KRS-One doing the thing, man. And I said, oh, okay, well, yeah, that'll work. And what's so beautiful about it, the doctor that is leading edge cutting technology on this, cutting technology. Anyway, he, man, this dude has such a grasp of the knowledge that he could explain it to anybody. And that's what makes him so powerful, man. Because he was breaking it down, And, man, I was loving it. He was breaking it down, and I was loving it. That's a sign of some true genius to me. When you can explain it to a novice, man. When you can break it down to a child and have a child understand. And he could. And just so simplistic, and he's just so peaceful with it and simple. And I'm gonna have all this information too. I know I'll be saying I'm gonna put a lot up, and I'm gonna get a lot up too, man. And as this thing gels and so on and so forth, I'm gonna continue to do what I do and make it happen. And that's all there is to it. So there it is. It's all here about being that God and practicing that, and that's what it's about. And it's something else. It's something special. So again, Chaos 963 doing it to you in 3D. Again, let me tell you this last time, so you can't say you didn't know what I was talking about today. We are here with this word to have an understanding, get an understanding, and practice being God. Practice being the gods that we are. And practicing it might be better stated as being reminded, bringing back from memory the things that we do and can do. Got my information scrolling across the bottom. Get at it, Cat. Let me know what's up. Let me know how you doing. And as always, man, I got some candles for a Cat, and I got to keep pumping it, man. That's what I do, man. You know, I used to watch Dope Fiend. I used to look at her like, man, this cat is crazy. He just went over there begging the people for money. Now he right back over there begging them for money again. I said, man, what is wrong with this dude? I realized, well, you're a dope fiend. But here's the cold part. Now, get the story. Get the story here right. He's just over here with the little shopette area. He was just over here begging these cats for money. The cats had him, you know, some coins and twos and fews and sent him on, you know, go on, man, here, you know. And then he's still short. He can't cop, right? So he go right back over there. Right back over there. These cats just run him off maybe half hour ago. And he start from the top with the same spiel. They got him a couple, $2 or $3, and he runs it off. Hey, man, I got this, man. I need a little help, man. If you could help. The same spiel. And here's the part that got me that day as I'm watching this develop. I'm watching this now. Listen to this. He run it all down again, and you know what? They gave him some more change and stuff. Man, I done got a hold of that. So I'm asking you to get it today. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to ask you to get it tomorrow. I'm going to be back on Friday and say, get it on Friday. And I'm not caring about how you feel or don't feel or nothing. Because what I got is serious. That dope fiend is serious, man. I need to get this hookup. So right after I hit at you, I'm going to go back to these other folks that I was over at them about a half hour ago and hit them with the same thing. And then I used to listen, man, them cats would just disrespect the dope, customer, junkie, mother, dope fiend, crackhead, junkie, and he would, okay, whatever, man. I hear all that. Do you got some change? Can I get $1? I thought, man, it's irrelevant how you feel. We're talking about how I feel. He's bringing this on, man. Them junkies wasn't no joke. You want to learn something? Look at a junkie. Look at a dope fiend. Look at somebody with a habit. I got a habit. And my habit is for my people because I got feelings deep down, man. And if I'm getting some joy, some pleasure, if I'm getting something out of this, I'm trying to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. And if you don't get it today, guess what? I'll be back in a half hour trying to get some twos and fews, some quarters, some kibbles and bits. That's how this cat was, man. I saw that day, and all of a sudden the reality hit me. I'm like, this cat, he don't care, man. They done cussed him out, called him everything but a child of God. I'm on a mission. That's what he said, I'm on a mission. Look, man, after you done talked all that, you done called me a bunch of dirty grimies and whatnot. You got $1. Do you got $1? After you done tripped out and say, yeah, well, man, you know, I don't believe the Bible like you believe. My thing is, do you understand that you God? That you cut out of the very fabric that is God. And you know what? I'm gonna be back here tomorrow at 6:30 my time, 7:30 Eastern time to tell you again you God. I got these candles in the meantime and in between time, man. The fact that we are in a reality that is manipulable, it's a little poetic licensing there, a reality that can be manipulated. There is the opportunity for us to take tools, certain tools that allow us, that help us, that show us, that teach us, that lead us into the manipulation of this reality so that it works for us. I'm telling you, we are here to practice being God. Well, this is one of the tools. This is one of the tools. There are a lot of tools. Tarot cards. Oh, hey, he said it. Magic wands. All kind of, man, there's so much stuff, man. When I started getting into this, I was amazed. And I'm telling you this, a lot of the stuff you do on the regular and don't even know it. And these folks that is really manipulating this thing, they doing it on the regular and know it. They doing rituals daily. Super Bowl rituals and some more stuff. Man, you need to get your game up. I got candles with different sigils, whatever sigil you might need, man, I got it. I'm on the internet. Check it out. I'll give it to you for free. You pay postage. You pay postage. And if I'm fooling around and get a couple more dollars, I'm going to pay postage and just send it everything to you. Because you need to have this in your life. You need to have instruments in your life that allow you to tap into the supernatural so you can move in your superpower. Now, I said that. You need that. And that's what it's about. That's what all of it's about. When you read, he said, these things and greater things you'll do, he's telling you, tap into the supernatural. Tap into that power, man. It's yours. It's yours, man. Get a hold of this thing, man. Chaos 963 doing it to you in 3D. So groovy that I dig me. Hope you digging on you. As always, man, I'm wishing you love and peace. I love you, man. I want you to be all you can be. And so that's why I'm here, man. Thank you very much. So, oh man, my camera got all twisted up. Oh man. There it is. Okay. All right. Is it? Okay. Well, I'm glad it happened at the end and not the beginning. And not the beginning. Chaos 963, man. Doing it to you 3D. I'm going to do what I always do. Plant you now, dig you later. Make it a great one. Realize who you are. Be who you are. Walk in your mother and your walk in your divinity. Thank you very much.